Silent Madness in 3D. He's out now. The terror has just begun. So this was one of the, I think it was November releases from Vinegar Syndrome. And when a glitch in the computer system at an asylum for the criminally insane results in the release of the wrong patient, a giant in stature homicidal maniac named Howard Johns, who has a penchant for killing college co-eds. It's up to one of the institute's top doctors to track him down. Unfortunately, it's not just Howard she has to worry about, as the administration of the asylum has decided to cover up the error to avoid bad press, going as far as to hire a duo of thugs to permanently silence the good doctor. Soon enough, Howard finds his way back to the sorority house he once terrorized, and sets out to murder the latest batch of nubile co-eds who have taken up residence in the stately manor. I mean, they make it sound all good and shit. It's from 84. And the movie started off great. Like the first fucking 20 to 30 minutes or so were awesome. But then it started to get really fucking boring. And I checked the time. It was like 41 minutes in, and god damn, I wanted to turn it off, but I was like, nope, just stick it through. My buddy Gorepunk said it did get a bit better towards the end, and he wasn't wrong. It did pick up a bit more at the end, but not enough for me to be like, holy shit, this film was awesome. So yeah, like they said, there is a fuck up in the computer. And the people released Howard Johns instead of Howard John, or whatever the fuck his name was. And it comes in a few different versions. There's the regular 2D version. There's the, what the fuck, how do you say that? Anaglyph 3D, in which you would use these, your standard red, blue 3D glasses. And then there's digital 3D. So if you're one of the folks with a 3D TV, you can use those glasses instead and have a better 3D experience. That's the way I watched it, the digital 3D, and for the most part, the 3D was awesome. They did a really good job on it. But there were a few parts in the movie where there was some major ghosting, or whatever the term is, where you could see layers of outlines of characters. Instead of them popping out of the screen, you just see layers. And that was fucking annoying as shit. Thankfully, it's not throughout the whole film, it's just in certain scenes, and it doesn't really happen with objects in the scenes, just with people. Like near the end, they're in like a boiler room, and all the pipes and shit, they're proper 3D. The woman's in 3D properly, but then the killer, as he's walking, you just see trails following behind him instead of him popping out, and that shit's just frustrating and annoying and everything else. The duo that the asylum hires, they're just a bunch of fucking idiots. I wouldn't really call them thugs. I just call them inept humans. They suck at everything in life. And I felt they were just a really cheap attempt at getting some comedic relief. Similar to, I kind of felt like they were kind of going for that same feel that's in The Last House on the Left, the original, with the two dumbass cops. I kind of had the same feeling with these two dipshits, except the main difference is the cops in Last House on the Left were fun to watch. These guys were just like, can y'all just shut the fuck up already? But they get their comeuppance, and it was pretty funny and pretty dumb at the same time. The killer he has some cool moments. He has some cool kills, like with the chick hanging upside down. I won't say what else happens to her, but it was pretty cool. I like that. That's probably the most memorable scene. But overall, for Vinegar Syndrome, like, is an okay movie. It came with my subscription last year, and honestly, even if I didn't have the subscription last year, I would have copped this just to have another 3D title in the collection. But seeing it now, and along with most of the other movies from the last bundle, I'm glad I didn't grab the 2021 subscription already. The January releases ain't doing much for me. Didn't bother ordering them. Dark Tower I watched on Prime and it sucked. Cthulhu Mansion, just, it sucks too for an H.P. Lovecraft adaptation. There's no fucking gore. I don't know. The boutique labels just aren't really doing it for me anymore, unfortunately. So I really don't know how many more Vinegar Syndrome reviews will be coming. I am excited for the Giallo Volume 3 box set. Knowing one of the movies, Autopsy, in it is awesome. I have that on VHS. That's a dope-ass flick. The other two look cool, so I might grab that, but the rest of the February stuff looks like shit. Like, you got The Fear, where you got this fucking tree monster that looks like Robin Williams, like, whoop-de-fucking-do. And then you have Hitcher in the Dark, which sounds cool, but it's Umberto Lenzi, and most of his movies that I've seen I have not liked at all, so the only thing from him that I really dug is fucking Cannibal Ferox. But other than that, like, the Umberto Lenzi Severin box set, it's trash. Fucking boring ass shit. But enough of that. Back to Silent Madness. If you're a completionist, then grab it. If you have a 3D TV, then definitely grab it just to have in the collection. There are some really good moments of 3D in here. And I personally think, despite my gripes with the ghosting, they did a better job on this than Shout Factory did on the Friday the 13th Part 3 3D Blu-ray. That one had a lot of ghosting in it as well. More so than Silent Madness, unfortunately. But yeah. Silent Madness, it lures you in with the first 20 minutes being badass, but after that, it's not so badass anymore. And they cut to a lame ass black and white flashback, which was fucking stupid. Similar to, like, at least it was better than Deadwood Park's black and white flashback, but they're both pretty bad. For general horror fans and extreme fans, I'd say stay away from this. Only grab it if you're a completionist, folks. Or if you want that cool ass slipcover in the collection, because, like, really, this is the best part of the movie. Yeah, I think that's going to wrap up this review. I don't know what else to say. Just hopefully future 3D releases are better, and hopefully they can work on fixing the ghosting issues with future 3D releases. That's going to wrap it up, folks. Stay sleazy. Peace.